Federalist No. 51, titled, "The Structure of the Government Must Furnish the Proper Checks and Balances Between the Different Departments," is one of the 85 essays that make up the Federalist Papers. Written by James Madison under the pseudonym Publius, it was published on February 8, 1788. This essay is one of the most famous of the Federalist Papers because it lays out the essential argument for a system of checks and balances in the government to prevent any one branch from gaining too much power. Key points of Federalist No. 51: Separation of powers. Madison argues for the division of government into three branches: legislative, executive, and judicial. Each branch should be independent and have its own responsibilities and powers. This separation is essential to prevent any single branch from becoming too powerful and to protect the liberty of the people. Checks and balances. To prevent any one branch from dominating the others, Madison advocates for a system of checks and balances. Each branch should have the means and the motivation to resist encroachments by the others. This is achieved by giving each branch some measure of influence over the others. The role of human nature. Madison acknowledges that humans are not angels, and thus, government is necessary to control the governed. However, he also argues that the government must have mechanisms to control itself. This is because those in power may be tempted to act in their own interest rather than the public good. Federalism as a double security. Madison suggests that a federal system, which divides power between the national and state governments, provides a double security to the rights of the people. Each level of government can check the other, preventing abuses of power at both levels. Balancing the majority and minority. The essay also addresses the issue of majority rule and minority rights. Madison argues that in a large republic, a variety of interests and factions will naturally arise. This diversity makes it less likely that any single faction will dominate, helping to protect the rights of minorities against the tyranny of the majority. Importance of an independent judiciary. While the judiciary must be independent to make impartial judgments, it also needs to be checked by the other branches to prevent judicial overreach. The appointment process and life tenure of judges are designed to balance these needs. Conclusion. Madison concludes that a well-constructed government must provide the necessary checks and balances to maintain order and protect liberty. By dividing powers and establishing a system of checks, the Constitution ensures that no single branch or faction can easily dominate the political process, safeguarding the principles of democracy and individual rights. Federalist No. 51 remains a foundational text in American political philosophy and constitutional theory, highlighting the importance of a balanced government structure to prevent tyranny and protect liberty.